Hi and welcome. I'm trying to learn planetary science. Today, the formation of Jupiter, and after we've done it, we're gonna do stretching. And if you participate in the stretching, then it's on this morning stretching. And this is part 2 of the formation of Jupiter. Okay, we are pretty close to information which we all want in our presentation. Close to the sun and when the solar system was forming, it was hot close to the sun, as it is today. It was hot by the sun, and icy substances could not condense. But further out, 800 million kilometers at the snow line, 5 times as much far from the sun as Earth is, there it was cold enough, and the icy substances could condense. And these then started to stick together, these ice, and now, over the course of 100,000 years, so much of them stick together that they had a snowball mass of 11 times of the Earth. 15. It's different. I made a mistake previously. 15 times of the Earth. Anyway, it was the beginning of Jupiter. Now, this is the kernel of Jupiter. And this icy kernel of the new forming Jupiter then had a lot of mass, 15 times as much as the Earth, so 15 times as much gravitation as Earth is. And with that much gravitation and pulling, it was able to pull hydrogen and helium towards it. And it pulled it all to it, and over the course of several 100,000 years, it took basically all the helium and hydrogen in its orbital, what is it called? In its orbit towards it, and now it was Jupiter. It is an icy kernel. The icy kernel is around the size of the Earth, and then a lot of helium and hydrogen pull together around it with it massive gravitation because of the massive mass of the icy kernel. And the whole thing is 11 times as large as the Earth. It's large. We know that already the icy kernel is 15 times as massive as Earth. And now, helium and hydrogen is a little bit more mass. But I think that was all. It has also rock and ice in its kernel. But it makes a bit sense. We're going to stay with icy kernel. Yeah, we're going to say that's a bit of rock. Okay, but it's Jupiter. That is the formation of Jupiter. I have a second camera, which I'm going to start now. Now I try to save this information we have about Jupiter in one little presentation through. And it is Mark Garlick's. Just Mark A. Garlick. According to Mark Garlick, Cosmic Menagerie, page 14. The rocky substances and the iron substances with firmer substances, which were able to condense, were for a mountain or something, I think. That all makes sense. Yes, that's right. No problem. The formation of Jupiter. When the solar system was quite new, that was hot by the sun, and further out colder. Close by the sun, iron rocks could get firm, but icy substances not. But 800 million kilometers away from the sun at the snow line, which is 5 times far away from the sun as Earth is, that was cold enough and icy substances could cool down. And now all these icy substances stick together and one big snowball created, and this one big snowball was the beginning of Jupiter. And it had 15 times the mass of the Earth, this snowball. And now because it had 15 times the mass of the Earth, it had a lot of gravitation and was able to pull in the hydrogen and the oxygen in its orbit. And over some 100,000 years, it pulled all the hydrogen and helium towards it. and when Jupiter happened to be. And Jupiter is now there, and it has the kernel, has the size of the Earth, and had then already 15 times the mass of the Earth. And now how Jupiter is 11 times as large as the Earth. It is in the inside, an icy kernel, also some rocks are there, but it's an icy kernel, 15 times the mass of the Earth, with a lot of gravitation, and pulling all the helium and hydrogen towards it. So that thing is a big ball in the middle, a big gravitational point with the icy substances, and surrounded all the gases, all the helium and the hydrogen. And that is according to Mark Garlick's Cosmic Menagerie, page 40. Clear this presentation. But I think I said it all, except for one part with the oxygen. I said it all right, but I corrected it. So we're going to take it as we have it. I'm going to stop the camera. And that was the planetary science part. If you were here for planetary science, you can go directly to the next part of planetary science. We will do now as soon as I know it, the stretching, the morning stretching. If you stay and participate in the morning stretching, then it's the hours. Good and stable stance, and we're doing shoulder circles. Down, back, up, and front, down. It has today also 15 times the mass of the Earth as the kernel, because it had when all was now together. Mostly. And now we're breathing in and lifting the shoulders up. And out and the shoulders fall down. Again, in the arms up. Shoulders up. And down and down. Again in. And out and down. Again in the shoulders up. Out and down. Now we upper back up. We lift the arms up. And now reach always with one arm high up and pretend to take an apple which is hanging high on an apple branch and to turn the bit around and then plug it. And now we're doing the shifter. Arms up to a T, legs wide apart, we're breathing in. And out we go over to one side. Breathing in into the middle. Out to the other side. Again. Out to one side. Again. Out over to the other one. Again. And out we're leaning onto the knees. We're doing the buffalo fighting its hangout. We're breathing in. And out we bring one shoulder in front. Again in the shoulder back. And out the upper one in front. Again in the shoulder back. Out the upper one again in front. In back. Out in front. In the shoulder back. And out in pain down. We're doing the Niagara Falls. And we only have to come deeper down by breathing deep in through the nose into the chest. And by breathing out from the mouth. Breathe again in. And out, go over to one leg. Breathe again in. And out over to the other leg. Again in. And out into the middle. Breathe again in. And out, close the feet, we're doing the Salto Angelo. The feet are standing together, we're breathing in and out while we're keeping just standing here, hanging down. Breathing in. And out. Again in. And out. Again in. And now we're coming slowly with the rope back up, making it the top of backwards start. And now we're doing the guard pose. We toss the body to the outside. We're having an unlimited space between the heels. We're breathing in into the outside. Then we're breathing out and we're going down. We're placing the elbows against the inside of the knees. Breathing in, straighten up. and out, and we're coming with back up. Again in. And out and in. Breathe in, straight again up. And breathe out, come again with the back up. Breathe again in. And out and down. Breathe in and straight up. Out, we're coming slowly in one straight line up. And now, we're ending. Next right apart, and we're doing the triangle right after breathing in, going down. And out. And in. Out. In. Out. Out. And now breathe in and close the legs. And breathe again out. And that was the morning stretching. I thank you very much, and